Alrighty, everyone, how are we doing? As you see, we're here with Hodge again. And we have to go question someone in relation to a kidnapping that happened, so we're gonna go and handle that. Essential 234.
Send it.
What do you want, 8? I'll be active investigations. Can you show me around the Pillbox, please?
10-4 showing 10-481, 10-8 en route to Pillbox.
Hey there.
Yeah, well, I lost you.
How we doing?
Not so good.
That's understandable. I'm Owen Hodge. I'm with the Sheriff's Office. I'm gonna be one of the investigators. I'm gonna be one of the investigators that are gonna be speaking today, okay?
Yes, sir.
Do me a favor. Have a read through of this form. It's just basically a waiver saying that you understand your rights. And you don't wish to have counsel present while during questioning.
It's okay. I don't need no counsel.
I still need you to sign the waiver though, just for our sake. Okay. I'm just gonna set this down right here, okay? This is just to record the whole conversation. Alright, just so I have it on record.
Yes.
Alrighty. Owen Hodge, badge number 234, Blaine County Sheriff's Office, Bureau of Criminal Investigations, as of 18/17, on the 6th of November of 2021. Begins the questioning of Xavier Paris in relation to a kidnapping that occurred as of the 31st of October. That sound about right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just go ahead and do me a favor and just give me a whole run through of everything that was going on.
Well, me and my friend were going to go on a hike since he doesn't really like everyone being around his house with the trick-or-treaters and such. He's got a mental illness, you see. So we're gonna go on a hike.
Mhm.
We take off most of the night, so he didn't have to deal with that whilst we were going up. I don't remember much after that. I was told something happened.
Okay.
I just remember waking up with bandages over my hand and a large cut on my leg.
Okay, just confirm you all were walking up that trail that goes up to that fire tower up there. Near, I want to say it's like 501 or 5020, 5021 area. That sound about right?
I wish I could tell you. I don't know what happened after we started the hike.
Okay. What's your job title exactly, Xavier?
I'm an ED resident here. I'm third year resident.
You're just a resident?
Yes.
You don't have a job or anything like that?
Say that again, sorry.
You don't have a job or anything like that?
Other than being a resident here now.
Just a resident within the city of Los Santos, per se?
No, a resident at this hospital at the emergency department.
Oh, so you're a nurse, is what you're saying.
Yes. I'm a doctor.
You're a doctor? Okay.
Yes.
I'm assuming a resident doctor, per se? Is that what you mean by that?
Yes.
Okay. And that's at this hospital?
It is, yes.
Okay. And you don't really remember much of the other things that were going on, per se, when you started up the trail?
Not really. It's mostly fuzzy. I remember.
Okay, just tell me everything that you can remember right now.
All I remember is having to cut my friend's leg and collect his blood into a mason jar. That is all. Yeah, that is all I remember.
Okay. Do you remember the guy? Because it's supposedly was you and your buddy, right? There's no one else that was up there?
No, it was just us.
Okay. Do you remember the third guy at all?
There was a third person.
By the sounds of it, yeah. I mean, it sounds like you were forced to do this. Just by the sounds of it. It wasn't a thing of where you just randomly did it to your buddy, you know?
It was there.
Hmm?
There was a woman, and there was a man.
There's a woman there?
Yes.
Okay, give me a description of the woman.
They were wearing masks, and they had all black on, all black everything. They talked slowly, very very cold, sort of feelings.
Okay, did you ever hear
It
names or
sounded
anything like that? I'm sorry, could you go on? It sounded like what, sorry?
No, nothing. I was just nothing. I think one of them said a name. I think it was Cal something something CA.
Cal something something CA?
Something along those lines, yes.
Cal CA, basically, is all you heard?
It was something beginning with CA, that is all I remember. They didn't manage to.
Was that the female or the male that said this?
I think it was the male who was called.
Okay. Was the male wearing the same stuff, basically?
The male, yeah, he was all black. He had some sort of white mask. I don't remember exactly what it looked like.
Okay. Then you heard the name just CA? You didn't hear anything else after that?
I heard the whole name. I cannot remember it for the life of me.
Okay. Okay. What else do you remember about the two that came up on you two?
I think we were going to go get something from. I think it was a juice stand. So we saw some sort of stand whilst going up. We were going to go get something as a refresher as we were going up the mountain, and then I felt something push against my back.
When you say something, did it feel like a small circle into your back? Like a...
Yes, it
Okay.
felt sharp.
Sharp. So like a knife, you think? There's some kind of meal up in that can.
It was circular, but it felt there was something else that he or she,
Did you
I'm
ever?
not sure who
Okay.
it was. One of them went behind me, and I felt something push against my back, and something else sharper run
What kind of
right
sharp was it? Like a
across.
stabbing?
It felt as though he got a knife or she and just ran it across my back.
Okay. But you
They
also.
told us,
So you felt like what appeared to be a circle and also that across your back.
yes, is what it felt like. Yes.
Okay. Remind me, who's your buddy's name that was also up there?
His name is Robert Dykes. Dikes, I believe. Or it might be a Y.
Sorry, spell the last name for me one more time. Robert, common spelling, and then Dyke.
Yes, I think it's an I or an R or Y for Dykes. One of the two.
Yeah, just spell the last name out again for me. Like just fully.
D I or Y. I'm sorry, I do not remember, but Diykes.
Keh, you said.
Kes. S is
Kes.
in
Okay.
Sierra.
Okay, and then what relation do you have to him?
He's my friend. I met him here at the hospital. We came for a mental appointment. Ever since then, I've helped him with his problems, social anxiety and such. He asked me to go on a hike so that he didn't have to go up alone because he thought he'd get lost on his own.
Right.
Do you know where he is? I haven't heard from him ever since.
He was brought here, sir.
Okay.
Basically, he was brought here. He's been on hold just until I had a chance to speak to him as well. So, just know it's not gonna be you as well. It's not just gonna be him questioning. I'm gonna question him too. Okay. So, do you remember seeing any skin or any facial features of either of the two?
I couldn't see any facial features,
Okay.
anything. It was just mask.
It was just a mask. What kind of? Do you remember what kind of style of mask? I know you said the male was wearing a
What
white one.
the female had a sort of I'm not sure how they call it, but it's like you know those kind of masks that the robbers wear in old cop shows.
Are you talking like a black just pull over like ski mask?
Something like that, but it only covered her mouth and nose, her lower face, and she had her hood up. All I could see was her eyes.
Did it look like a scarf or a handkerchief per se, or was it an actual mask?
Yes, it was a kind of scarf. It wasn't a scarf, but it was it tied right around her face and behind her hood. And the male had a full white, some sort of clown, not clown, but it was some sort of figure, all black eyes and a smile.
Okay. Did the voices sound familiar at all to you?
Not familiar, but
Okay. Do you know of any issues that you've had with any patients over the last 2 months that could have
not
caused this?
really. I've only had one issue with a patient, and he's currently in jail.
Okay, what's the name?
I do not remember. I'm sorry. I've got so many patients here.
Okay. So here's what I need you to do. I need you to get a hold of records. I need you to get that for me because I'm not going to write a warrant just for some documentation here at Pillbox. It's not worth it. Okay. If you want my help to get these guys, I'm going to need that documentation. Okay. If that makes sense. Which I'm assuming you want me to go get these guys. right?
Yeah, yes.
So obviously, you know, I'm gonna do what I can, but I'm gonna need your help with this too. Okay, it's not just gonna be me, right? Um, do you remember having weapons on you, per se, when you were going out on this hike?
Yes, I had my gun with me.
You had your gun. What kind of firearm was it?
It's the Glock 17 pistol. They took it. I don't have it anymore. I think they chucked it off the cliff or something like that.
Okay. Obviously registered to you, I'm assuming.
Should be.
Okay. How'd you get a hold of the knife then? If you only had the Glock, did she give you the knife?
Yes, they handed me the knife.
Okay. And then, did you ever, I guess, notice anything that seemed off besides just the cold demeanor that they were giving you, per se?
That was about it. The male talked very quietly, as if he was trying to restrain his voice.
Like he was holding back, per se, you think?
Yes, it was very airy. I think he was obviously trying to change his voice.
Okay. Um. Okay. So besides that one guy that's in jail, you haven't had issues with any other patients. You haven't had issues outside of work with anybody, anything like that.
No, I doubt it can be him. It couldn't have been him.
Hey, man, you never know, right? And it's better for us to be safe than sorry, you know.
Okay.
Um. So no issues with anyone else within the past 2 months.
No, nothing.
Um. Okay. Can you think of any times that you've gotten in any confrontation with anybody within these last 2 months besides him?
Not really. No, there's
Okay.
nothing bad other than drivers that cannot drive and decide to take it out on you.
Okay. Have you had issues with any of your friends? Like, have you noticed that they've been acting jealous or anything along the lines of that, per se?
Nothing like that. Any friends that I've been in touch with, obviously since a resident, I don't have much time.
Mm.
But none of my friends have said anything bad. They've all been supportive.
Okay. Um. Okay, so you said you barely learned it. Do you remember hitting your head at all, per se?
I don't remember much after having to cut Robert,
Okay.
but I I have small snippets of falling down
Okay.
and just seeing the Los Santos skyline in the distance. That's about it.
Okay. 1 second. Just gonna have a look here, see if your reports here for when you came in.
I don't remember much else.
Right, that's understandable. Okay. So by the looks of it, it seems like you had some burn marks. Alright, do you care if I have a look at those?
Okay, sure.
And do you care if I grab some pictures of those as well? I know they've obviously been treated, but
Yeah, you'll have to lift the bandages over.
that's fine.
It's just my right hand.
Your right arm? Okay. What's the teeth marks from?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna take just a couple quick pictures, alright?
Okay.
Wrist, there is a... Okay. Alrighty. Mr. Paris, is there anything else that you kind of want to talk to me about?
Yeah. No. Not done.
Okay, and do you remember any of the paramedics that talked to you that day? You remember names by chance?
No.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and let you rest, sir. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and end this here. Okay.
Okay. I wish I could tell you more. I do.
That's fine. So here's what I need you to do, Xavier. Okay. If you remember anything, and I mean anything else in relation to this, okay, this is my card. Okay, this is the best way you can get a hold of me. It has my phone number, has my email, has everything. If you remember even the slightest thing, I need you to call me, because I want to get these guys as bad as you do.
Okay.
Okay, but you gotta help. You gotta be able to help me out here too. All right. Alrighty. So time is officially 1844, the 6th of November, 2021. This is gonna be the end of questioning of Xavier Paris at this current time. Further questioning may be needed. Alrighty. So do you have any other questions, any other concerns for me?
No, officer.
And it's like I said, my card's there if you need it, okay? So if you can think of anything else, just don't be afraid to give me a call, okay?
Okay.
Alright, you have a nice day, sir.
What's up? Some days I feel like I'm living in paradise, you know what I'm saying?
Roger, County.
Send it.
Be clear. Start back 10-8.
10-4 showing you clear your stop and back 10-8.
225 County.
Send it.
Coming on a traffic stop on Route 68 in Harmony, postal 4020. Vehicle with expired tags to be a black and colored Rhapsody, I believe.
10-4.
With reason we just stopped at flat down. Suspect times one light over and one.
I've not heard anything else before that.
Central 234.
Send it.
I'll be back to district.
10-4.